Good morning, everybody. Morning, good morning. Man, it was kind of a struggle to get up today. I did not fall asleep till late last night. Had a session until 1 in the morning, of course. My Scales of War. Woke up a little late. Not fall asleep after that. Big battle last night. But yes, we have the Tavern League, who is congregating right now as we speak. I think I actually see them all in my table, so let's go see how they're doing.
But we did
Hello.
I'm not actually almost back.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And struggle to get up today.
Yeah, you guys were playing late.
Yeah.
Well, it was such a good battle last night that all tuckered out from it.
That was
So,
that was a fight and a half.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream because I tried to stay up, but I mean, we've been going to bed, like, we haven't been going to bed super early, but at the same time, like, with all the hiking we did this weekend, I've been real tuckered. And I all of a sudden woke up to Jake coming to bed, and I was like, no, I fell asleep.
I think that's what happened to Sandman, too.
Did he message you at all?
No, I'm actually kind of worried. I know he had some medical thing going on. Didn't really talk about it, but wondering maybe something happened. I don't know.
So he just never came back?
Yeah.
No. He just stopped talking. He was in the chat and or not in the chat, in Discord and everything, but just unresponsive to any pings or any calls or.
That's terrifying.
And then all of a sudden he disconnected from the table. So obviously, either he himself or someone else disconnected him.
Well, there's also an inactivity timeout when you don't make any noise or anything in Discord for a long period of time. It will just drop you.
Yeah, because it put him into the inactive chat channel.
Yep.
Saw that.
Yep. The AFK. Yep, so that wasn't anybody on his side. That was just Discord booting him.
Oh man, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, we do too.
Also, Ryan, this week made me realize how much you, like, between the Scales of War and then this one, how tight you run it. Because normally, we wake up early for Jake to do the Scales of War, and then we have the whole day, and I'm like, oh, he gives himself, like, not even 8 hours between sessions. Good lord.
Yeah.
Like, it just never registered to me that that's your sleeping time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying, but as you noticed, I've definitely fallen behind on my own campaign journal. Definitely got to catch up on those. Been doing a lot with
the one that I did for sauerkraut.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Yep, I did see. But yeah, I've been trying to do a lot with encounters too, so that's taken up some time. But you can always watch the VODs.
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have John. He just waiting on Freddy to look up.
How are you not in yet, babe?
Wow.
I was in. Oh, I'm in.
There we go. Now.
I was like, you have the good laptop. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was in the whole time. I just forgot to actually select Freddy.
Okay, so
Panic.
I guess I will be playing Uther today for John, standing in for him.
Just don't kill him.
Yeah, no, I won't.
I mean, would you prefer someone else does?
I would prefer someone else.
I
I
can't.
have trouble doing myself.
Yeah, I could do it.
Okay, I have unlocked him. Go ahead, take control.
Kinda
Ready?
behind the scenes volunteered him for you. Because I know he can do it. He's very capable.
It's like, there's no way I can
Well,
do it.
the problem is I got a laptop screen, so having 2 character screens with the combat tracker, with the chat window, with the map up, it's a bit crowded.
I'm on a PC, so if you want me to, I can.
But I can make do. It's not a big deal. Unless you want to, John.
Or
Bruce.
that's Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh, I don't mind. If you would prefer, I will.
Okay.
I have a little more room.
He is yours. He's
You're
all
the
yours.
owner.
Well, just because I know you said you don't like running too many, and like you run Jamna and all that, so my guilt was immediately like, well.
It's just it's hard to do it because I'm doing more than DMing too. Like I'm streaming at the same time, and I'm trying to monitor a lot of stuff. So I have to do PCs. Not that it's an excuse or anything. Okay, let's see. So, here we are, Monday morning, 10:06 a.m. by my time. We are ready to go for the latest session of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. We are finally into part 6. We've been playing for quite some time, actually. How far along we are. I'll have to get a look into that because I think we're in the 40th session, something like that, 40 something. Session 2 of part 6. And let me get the music change. Last time on Hoard of the Dragon Queen, party members were spotted in the middle of the Karnath Roadhouse, sneaking around, looking in Bog Luck's room, unlocking his room. When they did not see Hawkeye, they did not see Jamna, there was a bit of confusion, but voices behind them heard by Vimak. Hawkeye. No, I think it was Vimak and Uther. Quick, go get the others! Gave warning the fact that they were being watched. So quickly turning around, party rushed to the other room, remembering that Hawkeye had gone to the storeroom by the stairs on the southeastern end. So, as the other Roadhouse members, the guards and the archers and everything came inside, wondering what the party was doing, the party just quickly basically said, like, don't worry about it. We're investigating.
Not the droids you're looking for.
Yes, these are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh my god.
Hello, good morning. And so, even Ardred Brifferhue came in to investigate. Party basically said, like, hey, got the cult going on here. We're looking for the cult. We are the only ones that you can actually trust. A bit of convincing, thanks to the immensity of the new Goliath companion intimidating the others. They were allowed to go into the storeroom unimpeded, though remaining under the watchful eye. Quickly, one by one, they disappeared into the trap door, cleverly disguised underneath a wooden crate. Ardred went in and saw they were all disappearing. The lights behind the trapdoor, waved his hand. Bah! Good riddance. He had bigger fish to fry. So with Hawkeye trailing right after Jamna in the tunnel beneath, finally got to the end, poking heads out of the trapdoor above, saw a dry patch of land surrounded by the marsh. Jamna was not waiting for anyone. Hawkeye left a few signs for the party, knowing where she was, knowing that they would be soon not too far behind, went above as well. Traveling, scouting ahead for a little bit, Jamna and Hawkeye had an easy time following the trail forward, even through the damp marsh, where at best the ground was soggy and at worst waist high. There were blaze marks on the trees marking the way forward. This was obviously a well-used path. After a few minutes, Jamna and Hawkeye stopped, saying, "Yeah, no present danger above. We should go back and meet back with the others." Others had gone through the tunnel as well, seeing Reynard the fox guiding them forward. So they came above, seeing Hawkeye's signs. Hawkeye was here, and the arrow pointing in the direction, followed the path themselves. Meeting up in the marsh, they rejoined, and now brings us to the present moment. They have discovered this camp they are currently standing in. There are lean-tos off to the eastern side of camp, and a campfire in the middle, waters to the northwest, some canoes. As Freddy has notified, this is obviously made by lizard folk. The campfire, nothing but the blackened charcoal of fires past, waits them. I ask you, heroes, what are you doing? The light of day is quickly waning.
I want to check the canoes.
Okay.
Ireva is just standing there being extremely watchful, looking for movement with an arrow notched on her bow.
I can't move my character.
Oh, it's doing the thing again.
Yeah.
No.
It's not doing it to me.
Oh,
Yeah, I
never
can
mind.
draw the movement arrow.
I can't
Here.
even click on my character token.
No, I can't.
I want to go. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I can't even draw the arrow.
It's deselecting your tokens.
Yes.
Why did your D&D session work fine last night?
I don't know.
That's because it's 4E versus 5E.
Yeah.
He probably has different extensions and whatnot, and one of them might be messing up.
Honey, I'm just complaining.
I want to go over there.
Okay. If
To
you
check the canoes.
So
Sure.
what works for me is I'll just click on your token and not leave it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't allow it to deselect, and then that's how I move you.
No, it still deselects it.
Yeah, I can't click on my girl at all.
That's right. We'll just draw arrows to where we
Okay.
want to go.
Okay. Hawkeye, you go over to the canoes. Looking inside, you see each canoe has 3 paddles and is likely large enough to hold up to 5 humans without much gear, or 2 to 3 with packs and other gear.
I'd like to look at the lean-tos real quick.
Ready?
And I'm standing right here. Oh, hold on. There you go. So I can see everyone and see the edges.
Ooh, time change.
There we go.
And then, like I said, I'm not looking at anything. I'm keeping an eye on everyone and watching for any movement.
Right. Freddy, you're looking at these wicker lean-tos. Inside are a few baskets containing smoked fish that are edible, along with some lizards and birds that have been smashed flat and dried in the sun. Very unappetizing to you, but given your knowledge of lizard folk from previous identification, you know that this is lizard folk food.
Does it look recent? How long has it been drying out?
For a while.
Okay.
So there's maybe a rack or whatever that they're hanging on, and the rack is not full, so there could be some missing, but they've been dried for a while.
Gotcha. Are there any signs of recent activity?
Go ahead and make me a survival.
one to see if the boat is safe to go in?
Let's
Won't possibly break down.
I won't make you make a check for that, Hawkeye. You know that these are safe boats.
Okay.
They don't seem damaged in any way. They seem pretty well used. All right, Freddy. From your estimation, you think that figures, probably the lizard folk of this camp, that come and go here for a little halfway point, might have been here within the past few days, maybe 3 days last time.
Repeat that to the party. It seems that they have been here within the past 3 days-ish.
Boats are also safe. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is an active camp.
These boats are also safe. They have 3 paddles and could easily fit almost all of us. If we want to take one of these.
Urevo, I don't think we should stay here too long.
BMOC's checking out the fire to see if there's any indication of how long it's been out or the last time it might have been used.
Hey, VMOC, go ahead and make me a survival check. Oof.
Nice.
VMOC, you are looking at the coals and the charcoal left over.
Sticks his hand right in the middle of them.
licks it to see how old it is. there's obvious like old embers, or not embers, but old charcoal from different times. But to your recollection, Freddy's estimate is pretty accurate. Probably within the past 3 or 4 days, last time this fire was.
He tells everyone that. Freddy's right. Can you tell what's been cooked on it?
A little. You would probably see little bits of burnt animal inside there. Lizards and frogs.
They like to eat fish and frog, some lizard, maybe some turtle.
Don't you say turtle.
I would
He
like
holds up
to.
a turtle shell.
The unmistakable painted shell of the other turtle. Just,
He holds up a turtle shell.
yeah. Just kidding.
Freddy would start looking for other paths leading in and out of the camp, or was this the only one?
Hey, Freddy, with your survival check before, you also noticed seems to only be one pathway leading out and in. The only other sign of a way forward are
I don't see any other paths leading in or out of this place. Unless we go back the way we came from, seems like we have to take the river.
Does anyone know how to paddle besides you, Thor?
I am very good at paddling and sailing.
I'm gonna say that too. I'm very good at sailing.
Sorry, that's so funny.
That's not bad.
Ruther got a little taste of Indian in him.
Oh no, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I just saw my stream blip.
Well, that was a good roll.
We love that for you.
I love that for me too.
I say we find a different place to camp, either further up or further down the river. Can we?
I never added VMOC.
Can I look and see up and down the river if there's like signs of which way that they would have taken the boats? Like if there's broken branches or other landing spots? And I would have moved like up here now.
All the boat with Uther. Whoa, so many.
I'll say there's a lot of different checks going on, so.
I'll look with Freddy too. But I'll ask.
Oh, we got
Uther.
Freddy. Rolled an 8 perception. Hawkeye, go ahead and 24.
Somebody's paying attention.
So in the little bit of in this dampness in this area, this river before, Ureva and Freddy seem to be looking in the wrong direction, but Hawkeye, you notice on the horizon in the distance seems to be forms on top of the water growing a little bit larger and a little bit larger as the sun is.
People are coming. There are forms coming that are bigger and bigger and coming.
Are they from the south or from the north?
The north.
The north.
Are they boats?
Are they boats?
Yes, Hawk. Or
Yes.
canoes, boats.
I mean, they are on the
Yes.
water, but we'll just let that go for now, Hawkeye.
Listen, lizards could walk on water. Have you never seen the video of the lizard run across the water?
Like those lizard folks just like turning their legs on top of the water.
They could be swimming too. You never know.
Okay. All right, guys. Are we gonna ambush them or are we gonna try and run?
At the mention of running, VMOC like swells up and like, you know, run.
How many boats are there, Hawkeye?
Your estimation,
Hey, yo.
Hawkeye.
I said, well, can I see them at this point? Like, since she pointed them out?
Now that she pointed them out, you guys can see. So by three, it looks like 3 canoes carrying 2 humanoids. Upon closer inspection, these look like the lizard folk that you have.
Okay.
I got an
And
idea. I'll just throw fire at their canoe. They can't go anywhere.
and Ureva will, look at Freddy and say, you seem to know a bit about these lizard folk. How many would fit in each canoe?
About the same as us. 2 or 3 if they're heavily packed. 5 if they're traveling light.
So Hawkeye and I are able to launch attacks from a greater distance. We can try and attack them while they're in the water if we really choose to take that path. We're looking at fighting up to 9 of them. Is this the path
Or
we'd
what's
like
the
to
best
take?
path to attack?
Well, my arrows can fly quite the distance, as we know.
Gamna quickly hides behind Lean 2.
Let them come to land. It will be fun.
Oh,
Jama, what are you doing?
I guess we're fighting then.
Jama doesn't care.
Gamna says, "Quick, everybody, hide somewhere. We'll ambush them."
Freddy's gonna go for the trees here.
Everybody could,
Everybody else decided to swell up.
I think it, erased your tokens.
She gone. I'm gonna go down by the
weird.
trees with Freddy.
Where is Uther gonna be?
And I will have Ureva follow to the trees as well. and climb up to like a low branch, but one that is within, like, she can conceal herself but can still see the water and the shoreline.
I'll get you up.
We're gonna hide over behind these boats.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Uther's like the lone wolf.
Here.
He's gonna hide over behind the boat.
Yep, I'm going to hide in the boat. All right,
Right
Ureva,
there.
please make me an athletics check as you climb the tree real quick.
Okay.
Somebody's taking inspiration from Ash.
Not a difficult
would-
DC, but
So I'd like to help her.
all
I'll
right.
help too.
Freddy and Hawkeye, go ahead and roll athletics.
Well, and I do still have that point of inspiration if this roll fails.
That roll is very low.
Yeah.
All right,
I did not help.
Ureva, you are helped. I think helped gives you advantage. Right?
Advantage.
Ureva, go ahead and roll me one more athletics check.
That's better.
It was
There you
much
go.
Do
needed.
you want your boots back?
Hawkeye comes over but trips on a branch and actually kind of like braces herself on the tree while Freddy is just sitting there like kind of shaking his head to himself, helping boost you up. Ureva, you managed to climb up 10 feet.
Freddy is very cautious in averting his gaze.
Not like Brother Co.
No, like he's like just like barely looking at her out of like the corner of his eye, just to get a general sense where she is and push her up.
All right, now she
Ow.
settles up and she has her bow aimed, watching the boats, but keeping an eye, and she nods down to Freddy. Thank you, Freddy.
Try two.
Uther actually climbs in that boat.
Okay.
Would you
Uther.
like your boots back? Oh, sorry.
Say, I'm up in the tree already, girl.
You can still hear me. You're only 10 feet up. I
I
can
know.
throw them.
I'm not. We'll do that later. Plus, you need to clean them.
True.
BMOC, you are not trying to be stealthy, right? You're kind of standing in the middle and challenge.
He sits on their hearth,
Okay.
sharpening his blade. Pulls out his whetstone, grinning. Looking around. He actually, shakes his head at his companions.
Did you make a stealth check for Uthar for me?
He did. It was a horrible.
Oh, I
That
didn't
was
see that.
almost a
Yep.
1-2.
8?
That was almost a
He's
1-2.
wearing heavy armor. I mean, it's,
Yeah, that'll happen.
chink, chink, clank,
Wait,
clank.
do I have advantage on my stealth rolls, or what is that?
From what?
You shouldn't.
With the boots.
Oh, you have advantage on walking on something, I think.
Boots real quick.
I mean, I don't really need it, but I just wanted to make sure.
Elven kind. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently. You're not moving silently.
No, yeah, no.
Okay. Are you wearing the brooch of
I just-
shielding, by the way?
I'm wearing that. I'm not wearing the amulet of health
So you
because I
gave-
gave that to
Yep, you gave that
Yeah,
to
you
me.
give that to me. Sorry.
Okay, just because I have the attunement things. Rocks on you. Okay. Good dude. Okay, so as the light is quickly fading, who has dark vision? Everybody.
Everyone except for VMOC.
Emok does not, and I don't know if
I don't think
does.
Uthar does, but I'm not
Does
sure.
not. According to his character sheet, he does not. So if the light is fading, Beamok's going to light a fire.
Okay.
He's going to start a fire pit. He's going to start a fire.
The cojones on these men.
With the lizard folk slowly approaching, a fire is lit. Middle. On.
We'll light a welcoming fire for these ugly, nasty
Just see this
creatures.
big, huge man.
There you go.
There we go. That looks better. That. All right. So, in their canoes, suddenly, Beamok and anyone noticing sees a change in demeanor as they get closer and notice the hulking Goliath standing in the middle with a fire lit upon their campfire. They get
My camp.
close. As they get closer, they berth their canoes. Look around. Give shouts in a guttural language.
Get out of my camp!
Then they look to each other and kind of weird looks, smash their shields with their weapons and give challenge. They get down, ready for battle. At this point,
Beamok.
I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Sam, I was just gonna say, am I allowed to just like loose an arrow preemptively and shoot one?
Depends if you are hiding or not. It depends if you're hidden.
She rolled a stealth check, so
I would say like, so I wanted to position myself so that I could see them and like I still had like an arrow notched in the bow, like aiming towards the shore.
So we'll go through this first round and I'll let you know if you were stealth or not.
Is ready for battle. I didn't mean to draw that.
Okay. We begin at the top of the round, Hawkeye. There isn't a surprise condition.
There's no such. I mean,
Yeah. So, you have advantage against any creature that is surprised, correct? I know that's 4th edition,
Or-
but I think 5th edition has something similar. Yeah,
well, the way I think the way 5th edition surprise works is they don't get a turn.
yeah. It's only rogue that you have that thing. So for rogue, if you have surprise, technically you have advantage. Otherwise, they just don't get a turn.
You just award advantage as
Yeah.
DM, I believe.
Okay, so Hawkeye, go ahead. You may take your turn in the surprise round. They did not
Bam.
discover. Conjure animals. What are you conjuring? Wolf?
Yeah. Oh shoot, what did I do? Okay.
How many?
How many?
8?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead and use your arrows to let me know where you want them.
Let's do
Anywhere within 60 feet.
one there. Hold on, can I? I'm gonna target one of these to see how far away that is.
Yep.
Can we
60
target?
I can't target.
And you, in the combat tracker, you can.
That is 60 feet away.
All
You
right,
see my arrow?
that's fine. Yeah, I see it. I'll just do it. So is this one 60 feet away? If you like, or would that be 65? Oh, that's 70. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put one right there where you just made your arrow.
Okay.
And then I'll put one, like diagonally, if that's 60 feet. Yeah. And then I'll just put it kind of in a row like that.
Okay, gotcha. So you're kind of like making a phalanx.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll have them disperse after. Well, can I have them move? So they can't move and attack on the same turn, right?
Let's see.
Because I command them to do stuff, but I just don't know if I can command two things.
So you giving a command is an action required by you. Or no action required by you. So you can just give them a command for free, but you can only give them one command. So
Okay.
yeah, they could only attack or move.
Yeah, so I'll have them on their turn. I'll have them move like, well, two will go, one here and then one here.
Just tell them to attack the nearest lizard folk.
Yep, you give them
Yeah.
attacks.
Oh, yeah, just attack the nearest lizard folk, I guess. Would be easier than trying to explain where they go.
Yeah. All right, Hawkeye.
And then I'm gonna try to stay hidden in the tree, and then I think that will be...
Well, Conjure Animals has a verbal component, so you would have had to speak the magic, so they would know that there is at least something in the trees.
Because I don't want to give away the other people.
Right.
I'll just stay. I'll go up there.
Okay, Hawkeye strides forth out of the tree line. Anything else?
Nope. I'm just trying to get to the combat tracker. I'm sorry. There we go.
All right. Uthar is not
Right.
hidden.
He's not hidden.
He's not
Right.
hidden.
Because
The
he rolled
wolves.
horribly.
Yes. It deleted the frickin' tokens again.
My map just went black.
Yep.
Yeah. That's because your token's not on the map.
Deleted your tokens again. I don't know what's going on with Fantasy Grounds. This is very disheartening. Back on the map. Already back on the map. Fuck.
It's weird.
I really think it's one of the extensions just
Gotta
didn't just didn't
Probably,
update well.
yeah. Probably. Cars and
I think VMOC was 1 square forward and 1 square to the left.
oh yeah,
technically.
Right there, yeah. So Uthar, who thought he was hidden, but probably realizes when several of these creatures look his way that he's not, will rush towards them. He will jump out of the boat.
He does
and
not get a
rush towards-
turn because this is the surprise round.
So he doesn't get a turn. Oh, in the surprise round.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
all right. So BMOC doesn't get a turn either.
Ooh. Well,
He wasn't even trying to be hidden.
yeah, yep, is not.
Yeah, cool. I'm good with that. Only you hidden fucks.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta roll initiative. I always forget about her. Okay. And I gotta
Yeah, well,
re-freaking do all the lizard folk. We got...
What? You know, I had a bunch of strange, like, error messages when I got into the game. Anybody else?
I'm sorry?
I get those every time. Like when your tokens just got just disconnected from the combat tracker, I guess I could call it. I got a big air meshes too. Okay, now we are good. So Wolf 1 is going to go forward and attack one of these lizard folk.
Yeah. Pick one,
bite.
just one of them.
That is a hit. Deals 7 points of damage. Lizard folk fails its saving throw, falling prone. Wolf 4 is going to run up here to the closest and attack Lizard folk 5. Fighting. That is an automatic miss with a fumble effect.
Great job, Wolf.
He bites his own tongue.
Yep, a forceful pop in the wolf's shoulder is heard as his arm goes limp. The arm he used to make the attack is incapacitated. That's kind of whatever. Wolf 6 attacks Lizard Folk 7. That is a hit. Deals 4 points of damage, and the Lizard Folk succeeds on its save. Lizard Folk 3. Not go. Wolf 4. Closest one is this guy. It's Pack Tactics. It's a hit. 7 points of damage. And falls. Does not fall prone. 5. Trying to get through these guys quick. Hit. 7 points of damage. Succeeds on its saving throw. Lizard Folk 2 moves up. Pack Tactics on Lizard Folk 5. That is definitely a hit. Takes 10 points of damage and succeeds. Does not fall prone. Wolf 7 will also run up. Attack Lizard Folk 5. Making a strong line of defense. This bite deals 8 points of damage. Lizard Folk does not fall prone. Emot does not get a turn. Lizard Folk did not get a turn. Ereva, you have surprise, so go ahead and make an attack.
Ereva is actually going to cast Spike Growth.
Okay. Where do you want the spike growth to originate? What square?
Alright, so basically I would like the northeast edge of it to be along those boats so that they have to walk through it to get to Uthar.
So that would be this, or you want it to be like
one up and one right. Let's try that. No, I liked it better how you had it before. Yeah.
this would get more of the
oh yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
actually, that looks good.
And they could also walk through the water around, so.
Yes, that looks good, so that they have to, no matter what, basically go through a good amount to get to Uthar for the most part. But VMOC still has plenty of victims.
Okay, and that is a second level spell.
Yep, got her. And that is my action.
Uthar starts to make tea.
And then for my bonus action,
I think you just get one action.
Oh yeah, because I can't do like a spell or anything. Yep. Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Unless you have a cantrip, that's a.
I don't have cantrips.
Okay.
So spike
idea, but I don't
growth
know.
is every creature, right?
Yes, any creature that moves through it. So
Okay,
the wolves would take damage as well.
I don't think the wolves would take damage because I don't think they count as.
Oh.
Is there summoned? Let me Google it real quick.
I think they're still creatures.
Are they still creatures?
I think so.
It's like if they don't have to move through it.
Yeah. Okay. So they would still
Some
take.
would say spirits, but it doesn't say necessarily creatures. But I don't know.
I think they would still count it. Well, you told them to.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yep, you told them to run forward and attack. So this wolf is going to move forward. That is 2 feet of movement, or 10 feet of movement. So that wolf takes 8 points of damage. It is going to attack lizard folk 7. It's pack tactics for this, and that is a hit, dealing 9 points of piercing damage. But the lizard folk succeeds on its saving throw. Damna gets to go now. 15, 20,
Oh, she'll
25,
actually help this time.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's gonna dash, moving forward. Lizard folk 4 does not go. Freddy, you were stealthed. Go ahead and take your action.
Excellent. So if I were to do Eldritch Blast, would I get advantage since I'm stealthed?
No advantage.
No
You
advantage.
just get to make an attack.
Okay.
There's a special feature in order to get advantage.
Yep. Then I'm going to target the unnumbered lizard folk that's on the left-hand side there.
Okay.
Oh, well. Wild misses.
Unfortunate.
I see my I see my luck from last night is carrying over.
It does not roll a fumble effect though.
Well, that's good, I guess.
A beam
Okay.
of crackling greenish brackish energy comes out from the tree line, revealing the position of more figures within to the lizard folk, but it does miss.
I'd like to move to that square then.
Resting says, been hearing that noise a lot since the stream started. Freddy moves up closer into position.
Mike looks at Freddy strangely.
And Freddy will give like sideways glances at VMOC, like what's so strange, and end his turn.
Lizard folk do not get to go. It takes us back to the top of the round with Hawkeye as normal combat begins.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna use my star map guiding bolt,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to get that one.
That one.
Okay.
Can I target? Okay. And then
Lizard folk
shoot.
1.
Yeah, the one that's in the water.
Okay. I got him targeted for you. It dodges. A bolt of brilliant radiant energy shoots out from Hawkeye as she extends her hands, but the lizard folk is able to duck out of the way.
Okay. I didn't mean to do the advantage thing.
Yep, I got it.
All right, and then the wolves will just attack,
Okay.
but stay where they are.
Uthar receives initiative.
Okay, stands up in the boat. Does he see the thorny growth?
You would have heard it at least.
Let's see. I think you have to make a perception check to discover that it's different. Freddy, you were given advantage by a flying cock. Go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast one more time.
That's the one that killed Gondor.
We don't like him.
So if you could make a perception check, Uther.
I thought that name rung a bell.
Still blocked by armor.
Wasn't meant to be.
Said perception?
Perception, yes. Spike growth. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a perception check against your spell save DC. Uther does not know that there is spike growth, because he was down in the boat. Did not see it.
I think Uthar would not sally forward anyway because there's too many of them, so he's going to shoot his crossbow.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna roll a bird's eye to pick a victim. Folk 7 is going to take a shot.
Okay. Blocked by its shield.
Dink! Off that damn shield. And then he ducks back down. You cannot see me. What
Right.
a horrible
Uther
card.
goes prone. Wolf 1 is going to attack Lizard Folk 3. Advantage because it is prone. That is a critical hit.
Funny.
The Lizard Folk falls to the ground. Dead. Wolf 4.
But he had to pick up on the slack here.
Yeah. That is a
Just-
hit. Lizard Folk takes 7 points of damage as it falls as well. Wolf 6 attacks Lizard Folk 7. That is a hit. Dealing 9 points of damage as it falls as well. Oops. Lizard Folk 3 is going to attack the one right in front. That is a hit.
It's the wolf's turn right now, not lizard folk. Oh, yeah, it's dying. Never mind.
Yep. 4 points of damage. And it fails its saving throw, falling prone. That Lizard Folk takes its turn. It will stand up from prone. Will take the disengage action to move back 5, 10, 15, and 20.
Gonna hurt.
Wolf 5.
So does he not
Yeah,
take
I
spike
get the
growth
spike
damage?
growth?
He didn't go through spike growth.
He did there, didn't he?
No, he did not.
Okay.
The zone of how that looks are the squares that are affected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this little bit, even though it overhangs, that's not a square spike.
Got it.
So unless it's a full square, it
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolf 5 is going to move forward. It takes part of the spike growth damage. Four points of damage as it attacks Lizard Folk 6. Which is dodged. Wolf 2 will go now. Going to move up to the closest Lizard Folk, taking some spike growth damage. Bites at the lizard, who blocks it with its shield. Wolf 7 is also going to step up, taking some damage. Spike growth attacking the Lizard Folk with its jaws, scoring a hit. 7 points of damage. Lizard Folk 4 must make a strength saving throw. Targeting's not working. It succeeds, taking us to Lizard Folk 2, who's going to move 10 feet. So that is two of those damage for spike growth. BMOC, you are given advantage by a flying cock as well. You want to get the damage, E-Raver, or you want me to get that?
I'd like to. I just have to remember. So I just drag it onto Lizard Folk 2, correct?
Yep, and then you click the right button to upcast it once because it traveled 10 feet.
Like that.
There you go. 7 total points of damage as the Lizard
Wait.
Folk.
By 3d4?
Yeah, because it does 2d4 and it was upcast.
Oh, you gotta do it.
Oh, yeah, you
gotta
got
do
one more,
one more.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one more.
just
Put another
roll a d4. There's 2d4 per 5 feet.
Oh, so I
Alright,
should
so
have
an
clicked it
additional
twice.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 damage total to him.
Okay. Lizard Folk 2 is going to slap its heavy club on top of this wolf right in front. That is a hit. Dealing 6 total points of damage. And it will also bite the wolf. Scoring another hit. Dealing 6 points of damage. The wolf disappears. That takes us to VMOC.
VMOC will scream something in a language that none of you speak. Probably it sounds very guttural and has a bunch of consonants in it, and he will go into a rage.
Hey.
He will take off running as he wields his glaive in a very wild and ungainly manner, and he will streak into the spiky growth.
Okay.
Ereva watches wide-eyed. Fool.
I mean, so does Hawkeye.
That looks like a poor idea, my friend.
He's raging. Can you move, Bruce, or no?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Not Brucey.
No.
Uh-oh.
It was letting me, but then it quit. But he's going to that square there.
Okay, so a total of, well, what's your exact path? Are you going up here and then over?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got 40 foot of movement. I know that becomes difficult terrain, but he's going there and then one forward and one more. However many feet that will be.
Take 2 casts of that nasty business from spike growth.
Yeah.
Put it on him.
Got it. You take a total of 5 points of damage from the spike growth. So you have an action and a bonus action, and you have advantage to use if you wish.
Okay. One more step forward.
Okay.
Oh.
That is another 2d4 damage.
All right. So as he runs towards this lizard folk number 2, he just kind of like lays his glaive out and lets the blade slice into this creature, lizard folk 2.
Okay. That is a hit. Dealing a total of 8 points of damage. The lizard folk is still up.
And then he swings. Yep, go ahead.
Squeege gives Hawkeye advantage.
And then he swings recklessly at lizard folk 6.
Okay. That is a hit with a 16. Total of 8 points of damage.
Let me check one last thing. I thought so. So he will. This will be a frenzy.
Okay. So exhaustion doesn't happen until your rage ends.
Right, but he used a bonus action to go into a rage, so he can't have another bonus action until his next turn. So that will be the end of his turn.
Okay. Lizard Folk 6 going to brandish its heavy club at VMOC, which is a hit.
Probably a hit because his armor class sucks, but you know, hey.
And he
it's
has
all good.
advantage. VMOC takes 4 points of damage, partially resisted, and its jaw clamps on your forearm as well.
But he's laughing. He's laughing the whole time. This is a fun game.
2 points of damage. Lizard Folk 8. Going to take out javelins. Throws one javelin. That is a hit. Throws another javelin. Beamok. You are hit both times.
Oh yeah.
Taking a total of 6 points of damage. Ereva, you have received initiative.
Ereva is going to remain in the tree and keep her bow aimed on Lizard Folk 1 and just loose arrow number 1 at him.
Okay. That is a miss.
Can I redeem that whole inspiration advantage thing for that and try and hit him again with that?
Yes, you may use your inspiration to re-roll.
All right, try that again. Oh, so much better.
That is a hit.
You hit.
Perfect.
Because you have a plus 10.
Helps to have a plus 10.
A plus 10.
13 points of piercing damage.
All right, and then seeing that he's still standing, I will loose a second one at him.
That is a hit. An additional 13 points of piercing damage, felling the lizard folk across the way.
All right, and then with him down, Ereva will actually climb down from the tree and, like, whatever movement she has after that, just walk forward.
Okay, so that would be difficult terrain. So 20, I think you have 35, you have 15 feet of movement.
Yep, just straight north.
Okay, so you can get here. The difficult terrain of the tree line.
Perfect. So she'll just be right at the edge of the trees, glaring at the lizards. And that will be it on my turn.
Right, Wolf 8 will go now. Move up, but takes some spike growth damage. Total of 4 points, killing the creature. Jamna will now go. I don't think Jamna saw the spellcast because she was behind 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she is going to take 2 casts of this.
Killer!
Oh no, not Domna. Oh.
She would have
Domna.
seen people like taking stabs to the legs and whatnot, or being slowed down.
Quit being her friend, Freddy. Quit being her
All
friend.
right. All right. She is going to attack Lizard Folk 6 with her short sword.
She got bloodied from that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That is a hit.
No.
I suppose.
Oh.
So we could have killed her earlier and it wouldn't have mattered.
I mean, we might need her, but we just don't
No,
like her.
we don't.
Stabs out twice with her short sword, hitting both. Lizard Folk takes 11 total points of slashing damage, moving on to Lizard Folk 4. He's going to attack Wolf 2. Heavy club. That is dodged and is going to bite out at the wolf as well. This attack is not dodged. The wolf takes a total of 5 points of damage. Freddy, you have received initiative.
Let me count some squares. Oh, come on now. Count some squares. See, that would be there. Okay. I'll stay where I'm at. Going to target Lizard Folk 2 and do Dissident Whispers.
It succeeds on its saving throw.
All right.
Your mock would have failed.
First level spell slot.
Yep, already took that up. And
You used Pact
know what?
That's a bard spell. Can you
I
use
can
Pact Magic?
yes, warlocks are special that I can use my pact magic spells for bard spells, and
Okay. I thought it was
and vice versa.
okay. I
can
thought it
use
was
my bards.
only the other way. Okay.
Nope. This situation seems pretty well in hand. He's gonna end his turn there.
All right, Hawkeye, you have received initiative. You have an advantage to spend.
Yeah. So I'm going to do my bonus action, which is that.
All right, Hawkeye goes into her starry form of the chalice. You all see her body kind of fade into the starry night sky, the constellations of the stars forming a chalice upon her form.
And then I'm going to use my star map again of guiding.
Careful, you'll
bolt.
distract VMOC.
Of guiding bolt, and I have my advantage on for that. I'm gonna try to hit this one.
Okay. Lizard Folk 8 is targeted, so make sure you have that advantage button.
Oh yeah, I have it on.
Okay. That is a critical hit.
Yeah, girl.
And the part that sucks is this is gonna be 8d6 radiant then. How do I so I
Why
hit
is that? Why is that
damage
Normal
gonna?
attack.
Why is that gonna be 8d6?
because I'm using the star map, so it's 4d6 anyways
Yeah, but why?
on normal
Why 8d6?
because it was a critical hit.
Oh, I follow. Yeah. All right. Also, in addition to standard critical hit damage to your target, you gain a +2 to all your defenses against attacks from that target until the end of your next turn. But that won't
That's gonna
matter
be
because
dead anyway.
yeah, that won't matter because I'm pretty sure it's gonna die.
Could roll all ones.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, don't fucking jinx
Oh,
it,
hold
man.
on. So it's shift, right?
No. You scored a critical hit, so when you click the damage, it will automatically apply the critical.
Oh, okay.
Look at all them dice. 39 total points of damage as the radiant bolt takes the lizard folk's head off.
Yeah, it's a lot of sixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Juicy.
And then that's
That
my
crits.
turn. I have something for a next turn, so.
Right, we move on to Uther.
There's a splatter against the side of the boat that Uthar's in.
As
Some
the
of it
lizard folk
overflows
just
the
explodes.
side. Yeah, right?
What was that?
Yeah, exactly. he like peers over the edge as he gets up. That sounded familiar.
Sounds like wave crashing on side of boat.
But it is river, not ocean.
This is the river, not ocean.
He
What
steadies his
happened?
crossbow and shoots an arrow at Lizard Folk 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
where is Lizard Folk 8? Did he dive in water?
Where did Lizard Folk 8 go?
There's one leg and a foot
Yeah.
where there used to be a lizard folk.
He gets up just in enough time to see like the body parts just fall on the ground.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Oh god,
Right.
that's crazy.
Uthar
That's
stands
crazy.
up, shoots his crossbow. Who's he shooting?
He'll fire at 6, Lizard Folk 6.
Okay, got him targeted. That crossbow bolt smacks the lizard folk in the gut. Go ahead and roll damage.
Now, technically, he's a rogue, and that thing is in melee with somebody. Would he not get sneak attack?
I believe he has to be in melee too.
No, I don't think so.
No, he gets sneak attack for this.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, he's got his stuff.
There you go. Overkill, 12 points of damage, killing the lizard folk.
and he just does like the two-finger salute to VMOC and ducks back down.
Yeah, he's like, bolt fighting.
Yeah, right? And he doesn't duck back down because there's only one left alive.
Okay, so he doesn't go prone.
Right, he just stands there, you know, like George Washington prow the ship crossing the Delaware River.
Yes, perfect. Striking a pose.
Yeah. And that will end his turn.
Okay, Wolf 1 will go.
VMOC looks sad. VMOC actually has a sad look on his face. There's things dying around him and he's not killing them.
Fights at Wolf 4. That is a miss. Shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, it was with it. Okay, Wolf 6 now. Step up. 5, 10, 15, 20 next to VMOC. So that is 2 spike growths. That wolf perishes. Taking us to Wolf 3. Flank around 5, 10, 15. Attacking Lizard Folk 4. Scoring a hit. Lizard Folk 4 takes 8 points of damage as it fails its save, falling prone. This Lizard Folk over here speaks in its native tongue. A little bit of hissing and guttural, and you see it hold its weapons out, dropping its heavy club. Kneeling upon the ground, Wolf 5 going to attack Jamna.
A Wolf 5?
It's underneath the Lizard Folk 7.
Why would it attack Jamna?
Oh, what? Yeah, what am I doing? Sorry.
Because it knows something we don't.
Ryan, it's too early for the whiskey.
Yep, sorry.
Wolf's intuition.
Yep, I don't know what I was thinking there. It's because she's yellow, not green.
Oh.
Going to move over 5, 10, 15, 20.
Dead.
So now it's going to take some spike growth damage.
It did.
It does perish. Wolf 2 can attack the prone Lizard Folk. That is definitely a hit. Lizard perishes, taking us to Wolf 7, who now doesn't have figure in front. Going to step up, taking 2 spike growths. Perishes. Lizard Folk 2, bloody. Speaks in its native tongue as well. Seems to be pointedly saying something to the other Lizard Folk that just laid down its weapons, but it is going to swing with its heavy club at VMOC. That is a hit. With 3 points of damage, and it slaps its spiked shield, getting a critical hit on VMOC with a critical effect. In addition to standard critical hit damage, you knock the target prone. So VMOC, you are knocked prone by this shield as you take 4 points of damage.
That's a good one.
VMOC, you have received initiative.
That's a good one. You done well. VMOC laughs as he stands back up slowly, using half his movement. My turn. First attack. Reckless.
That is a critical hit.
Crit right back.
Yeah.
My turn.
Right, VMOC. How you want to do this?
Well, it's a glaive. A big, ugly, nasty glaive. Vmok sliced his head off.
Alive.
VMOC stands up slowly, intimidating with a savage presence, puts his glaive back and just savagely cuts straight forward. The blade cuts into the lizard folk's neck, severing it from the body. And you just see the head roll on the ground as the body slowly falls down upon the spike growth.
Ah, Vmok wins!
Where?
Game over.
I think that one's still alive.
There is one more still alive, but it is kneeling on the ground, its hands out, just looking at you.
Vmok's still in
Trepidation.
a raid, though.
Do we show mercy? Do we not show mercy? I already know VMOC's answer.
I say no. VMOC, show mercy. He is not a combatant anymore. It's
VMOC,
not
go ahead
honorable.
and do it. I'll heal VMOC after.
It is not honorable.
Vmok sulks away. Ow! 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 Something hurt. As he's walking through the spiky growth. Ow! Ooh! Ow! Ooh!
That's a hint. Ureva, would you mind dispelling?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to out of turn, but like, as soon as the last one dies, I just drop
Yeah.
spike growth.
What
You're
combat's
no
done?
you're no longer in combat order unless you guys want to continue combat.
Okay, nope. As soon as we agree to leave him and VMOC seems to turn his attention, I drop spike growth immediately.
I thought we said no mercy.
No, he said mercy. Like, I'm not. He's given up. Like, to Ureva, that's not honorable to try and kill him, so she would drop it.
Oh, VMOC's gonna kill him then.
No,
No,
No.
VMOC isn't.
Vmok isn't. He's
I'll say, where are you
honorable.
guys?
He's an honorable barbarian.
Yeah.
There's no honor in killing someone
So-
and giving up.
She'll drop spike growth, but still have, like, her bow and arrow in case he decides to pick his weapons back up. So she's still, like, prepared for taking him out if necessary.
Okay.
And she will walk up this way.
Vmok comes out of his rage.
Would you like some healing?
And he is suddenly very, very, very tired. Ugh.
Uthar, you may
Ow.
come out of the boat now.
He's standing up.
They're all dead. Well, except one, but we can kill him easily if he does anything. VMOC, would you like...
will-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
As Ureva and Freddy, kind of walk towards each other, we'll look at Freddy and just say, shall we tie the surrendered one up just to ensure that he doesn't change his mind?
I think that would be smart.
And she'll say, if you need my rope, you can take it. I'll keep my
Why
arrow
did
on him
he-
just in case.
Why did he surrender? There's
Well,
no
look at
honor in
everyone
that.
around.
He saw your ferocious and imposing might and knew he stood no chance, VMOC.
But there is no honor in this.
Maybe he is not an honorable man. Maybe he just wants to live.
He may have no honor, but he may also have answers to questions for us.
Oh, does anyone speak lizard folk?
Freddy,
She'll look at-
you know enough about lizard folk to know that they speak Draconic.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
Not me.
Probably not.
I'm like 90% sure I don't. But yeah, nope.
Remok looks at him and starts barking in orc.
The lizard folk just kind of like does that thing that lizards do, like turning their head to and fro, unblinking.
Then he switches to giant.
I'm on top of Freddy's head.
Take my rope, go up to him, and bind his hands up.
Freddy goes up, binds his hands. He does not resist. But as Vmok is kind of speaking all these sounds to it, the lizard folk actually speaks up. Help!
Whoa. Remok switches back to common. He said help. Perhaps he speaks common.
What do you need help with?
You help.
Uthar suddenly speaks to Vmok in giant, and those two go have a conversation.
Okay.
In giant.
Freddy understands.
Oh, they're just talking. Those two are just having a conversation. It's just to get them out of the way while you all talk to the lizard folk.
Help with the what?
What is help?
It kind of like takes a second to struggle with words. You help lizard folk.
Lizard folk hurt?
And then it kind of nods its head up and down.
Hurt?
Hunted.
Hunted by who?
Says the word in its own native tongue.
Is this the same person that was hunting my kind?
It cocks its head, kind of unsure. It's pretty readily apparent that communication is very difficult. It speaks very, very broken common, only understanding kind of half of what you say and only knowing a very limited expression of common.
I not know Bukolshkin.
It shakes his head. Bukolshkin.
Can we Google it?
Nobody speaks Draconic.
And
Do you speak Draconic?
I say I don't have enough, like, honestly, comprehend languages was on my list, but I don't have enough levels yet.
Uthar does not.
Since he's a lizard, would speak with animals count?
See, that's what I was thinking.
No, technically they're humanoids.
Yep, they are humanoids. So.
I know.
Good thought, though. The lizard folk attempts to move. Do you allow it, Freddy?
Say, I put my hand out. You show us Bolskoshkin.
It shakes its head, and even though its hands are kind of tied behind its back, in its kneeling position, it kind of gets up so that both feet are on the ground, but it's down in kind of like a sumo squat. Hops forward a few feet on the ground.
Ireva will still have her bow and arrow out, and we'll give him a warning.
Like, where's he going towards?
But she's relaxed. It's not pulled back. She just has it ready.
So he has his hands tied behind his back. He's down in like a sumo squat and hops forward. Goes 5 feet, and then
is he going for the boats?
No, he's it seems like he's like trying to make a performance. And then he stops 5 feet, looks at you, Freddy, shakes its head. Bukoshkin.
Can I make an investigation to figure out what he's trying to
Sure.
demonstrate?
Uthar's watching and says, perhaps we could let him draw a picture with his hand in the sand.
Freddy, you're not sure, but it's pretty unmistakable. This looks like a frog hopping.
Can I try?
Sure.
Not that mine would be any help,
Yeah.
but
Hawkeye,
No.
your attentions are kind of elsewhere. You're only half paying attention.
Yeah. What are the frogmen called again that we fought earlier?
The frogmen that
Bullywugs.
you have fought are called bullywug.
That's our bullywugs. That's it. Thank you. That was escaping. I say to him, bullywug?
He looks at you in confusion and cocks his head. Lukoshkin. And he hops forward another 5 feet, like a frog, like he's been doing, and kind of looks back at you.
I will then.
good.
Can I roll performance to imitate the sound of a bullywug?
Sure. Please make the sound. And then the lizard folk actually croaks. You see his neck actually like frill out a little bit. He's pretty fucking good at it for this creature in the swamp. Even though I'm not that good at it. And then he shakes his head.
It seems that he wants our help. Lizard folk are being hunted down by bullywugs, and he wants us to help them not being hunted down by bullywugs.
There.
As long as we have a place to stay, like if they'll let us stay this camp and not get attacked, I mean, I'd be fine to help.
Are we to attempt to take out the entire population of bullywugs?
I'd be fine with that.
What do we?
The druid's like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
What do we know about bullywug society? Like, if we, take out a leader, do they disband into civil war, trying to decide their next leader, or is there a strong line of secession?
Okay, anyone that wishes to can make a nature check about bullywugs.
Oh yeah, I want to do that.
Well,
Got it.
too
Nice
focused
roll.
on what just happened in the fight. I don't really care at this point, apparently.
You are a big distraction today.
Vmok is looking through their boats right now, by the way.
Did you like my frog noise?
The frog noise was actually pretty good.
Better than mine. I don't even know. Okay. Bullywug. Okay, let's see. Freddy. Very good. Nareva would probably know a little bit of this as well. Life as a bullywug is nasty, brutish, and wet. These frog-headed amphibious humanoids must stay constantly moist, dwelling in rainy forests, marshes, and damp caves. Always hungry and thoroughly evil, bullywugs overwhelm opponents with superior numbers when they can, but they flee from serious threats to search for easier prey. Bullywugs have green, gray, or mottled yellow skin that shifts through shades of gray, green, and brown, allowing them to blend in with their surroundings. They wear crude armor and wield simple weapons and can deliver a powerful bite to foes that press too close. They have a foul aristocracy. Bullywugs consider themselves the right and proper rulers of the swamps. They follow an etiquette of sorts when dealing with outsiders and each other, subject to the whims and fancies of their leader, a self-styled Lord of the Muck. Bullywugs introduce themselves with grand-sounding titles, make great shows of bowing and debasing themselves before their superiors, and endlessly vie to win their superiors' favor. Bullywug has two ways to advance among its kind. It can either murder its rivals, though it must take pains to keep its criminal deeds secret, or it can find a treasure or magic item and present it as tribute or a token of obeisance to its liege. A bullywug that murders its rivals without cunning is likely to be executed. It was more common for bullywugs to stage raids against caravans and settlements with the goal of securing precious baubles to impress their lords and win their good graces. Invariably, such fine goods are reduced to filthy tatters through abuse and neglect. Once a gift loses its sheen, a bullywug lord invariably demands that its subjects bring it more treasure as tribute. So you think that it is a very unstable mockery of a higher society.
Right, you take out the leader, and all the subjects that are underneath him will be vying for his position. A bullywug society is not so formal as having a lines of succession. Perhaps if we just take out their leader, it would cause their society to fall into civil war, cause them to infight instead of hunting down the lizard folk.
Sounds like a better idea than just wiping out people. So
Do we have the time for this?
That's the problem. Yes, we are still on a mission. We have no idea where their leadership is. And while bullywugs are thoroughly evil, and I do not like them,
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, he just stopped talking.
I'm here. I was reading.
Yeah, I'm giving him more information because he rolled so high.
Uthar mentioned something about a certain structure that we were looking for.
Yes, some sort of stronghold, whether it be a ruined castle or a proper one.
Perhaps this creature knows where it's at.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe we could make him a companion. I mean, Carlin wasn't very helpful. This guy seems better than Carlin.
Well, we
Knows
can't.
nothing about it.
Amna, do you happen to know Draconic, perchance?
No, I don't. No, a few other languages, but not the filthy Draconic.
Hey, be nice.
She just looks at you kind of confused, like, what do you mean, be nice?
I'm gonna hold Renard now.
Okay.
What was the name of the castle that we were looking for?
Neotard?
Neotard.
Neotard? I think that was the name of it.
He might find any food in their boats. He's hungry and tired.
In their boats,
Yeah.
yeah, they have supplies. You would be able to find food. It's probably more of like the dried lizards and stuff. Though there is some meat that they were probably just fresh caught and were gonna cook on their own fire.
He's not proud. He built a fire. He's over there roasting whatever.
Oh, Goodberry's level 1, not cantrip. Okay.
Yeah. Demok's cooking whatever they had. Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper?
Freddy does his thing. I'm gonna walk to the water and just shape water and play with it. Because I can do that.
You're gonna spend a spell slot to play?
It's a cantrip.
Okay, I was gonna say, girl, don't make me fight you.
Raven, look at what I can do.
Ureva looks and gives a small smile, but is still focused on this situation.
Do we know who built Castle Neotard in the swamp here? Was it humans? Elf?
You do not know. Castle Neritar is a very it's a not well-known castle by any means. You only happen to know it by chance because I think Qualamir knew it because he was a cleric of knowledge, so he would have he actually kind of discovered that for you guys. Swore that he heard about some Castle Neritar in the swamp in the Mere of Dead Men somewhere in his studies. You guys
Sure.
not discovered.
Green keeps on freaking out.
I'm gonna take my dagger out and use it as a stick and draw like a castle looking thing on the ground in the, I don't know, was it dirt, sand, mud, whatever, for the lizard.
I'll
And I-
help you, and if your picture doesn't look good, I'll just shape it out of water.
Right, Freddy bends down and takes out his dagger and begins carving into the ground. There's a rough shape of a castle. Pretty crude and rudimentary, but easy enough, gets the point across. The lizard folk is watching you. Its head kind of tilted to the side, turning up between you and the ground and everything, kind of twitching like lizards do. Then when you finish, it looks at you and it kind of like sits up a little bit, kind of excitedly, shakes his head.
Like shakes as in no or
Yes.
not?
Yes. It says home.
Home.
Home for you?
Puffs out its chest.
You show us. Where is?
Shakes his head yes again. Babushkin.
So have these bullywugs taken over his home?
It appears so. And that also might be the castle that we're looking for.
I kind
It's
of
no
want to
wonder
just
these
like make an animation with the water.
It's no wonder these lizard folk have been going on so many raids. If they're desperate for survival, they may not be trying to make it on their own means. They may not have a way. So if we help this lizard folk out, may very well help many others.
As long as they're friendly to me, I'll be friendly to them.
I point at the castle again. Home for you?
Home. Shakes his head up and down.
A shake is side to side, meaning no. A nod is up
Okay.
and down.
Nod. Yep. Nodders.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's like
Okay.
you're confusing me.
Yep. I'll clear that up. Nod. Nods his
Okay,
head.
there we go. Thank you.
He was getting a headache.
Sorry. Too many words in my brain.
That's right. Well, it seems we have something of a lead. There's a ruined castle in the swamp. He knows where it is. He says it's his home. And perhaps this Bullywug King might be there. 2 birds, 1 stone.
As much as I loathe straying from our mission, again, I can't turn my back on being able to help such a large number of beings.
See, that's the thing. The castle we're trying to find might be the same one. If not, we've eliminated one of the ones in the swamp.
Ureva kind of perks up. This should be our path. She looks at Vmok and Uthar. Will you join us for this? This may very well be a part of our overall mission.
Fremont comes back with some cooked meat that he got from the boat.
Now, I do have some good news. The nice thing about bullywugs is that they don't like to outright kill captives. They find themselves to be rather important in their own minds and will take captives and lord over them instead. So, even if we do fail, it might not cost us our lives. We can always bribe our way out as well. Bullywugs are very prone to greed.
Can we sleep first before we go out?
It is pretty late at night.
And Ureva will also approach Hawkeye and she'll say, I should like my boots back before we venture further.
Yes, I was just going to ask if you would like me to wash it in the water over here.
I turn back to the lizard folk. You stay.
Freddy, he's not a dog.
Reback puts a piece of the meat in the lizard folk's mouth.
Show us tomorrow.
The lizard folk's kind of staring at you,
Vmok.
Freddy. Only kind of half understanding, but with your hand motion, it kind of like like looks around back to its hands bound behind its back, tied up, and then just kind of like gives a shrug. It seems to be communicating like, yeah, I mean, okay. And then when Vmok holds out the food, the lizard folk looks up, sniffs it, and hungrily snaps on it. And it's actually kind of a bit of a gross display of savagery as it's ripping the meat as best it can on the ground right in front of you.
Vmok looks at him and taps his chest and goes, Vmok! And then he points at the lizard folk and, like, motions.
As it's eating on the ground, tearing into this meat, when your hand gets close, it begins to hiss, and it stops moving. Jack Russell Terrier.
And again, Vmok goes, Vmok! And then points at Freddy and goes, Freddy! And then points at the lizard folk.
At the repeat, it seems to kind of understand what's going on, and then stops eating for a little bit, looks up, gulps. Snapjaw.
Snapjaw.
Then goes back to devouring the meat on the ground.
In the meantime, Ureva and Hawkeye go to the water and they wash off Ureva's the elven boots together, and then Ureva dons them again.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the party sheet right now. Boots of elven kind, where are you? Oh, I
I
found
think they're
it.
just labeled as boots.
Boots of elven kind, I found it.
Perfect.
There you go.
Freddy's gonna make one of his signature dishes.
Oh, I'm gonna take Vmok's food over Freddy's. I feel like Vmok knows what he's doing.
Oh, Vmok eats whatever Vmok can find. Sometimes it is just pine cones and grass.
Change.
Like a true,
I mean,
like a true Marine.
since we're going
Sometimes it helps
to...
you to clean out your system.
And real quick, as Ureva slides the boots back on, she looks at Hawkeye appreciatively and says, "Thank you for taking care with these. They mean a lot to my people."
Of course. I also cast the good berry since we're sleeping soon. So I hand out berries to everyone because pine cones is not a good diet.
I don't know. Freddy likes it.
It depends on how your stomach feels.
My pine cones taste fantastic.
Ureva
I'll
is
stick to the
very
berries.
gratefully.
Like apricot jam.
If you're backed up, it helps.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'll give berries out. Freddy, if you want your own food, you can have it. But I mean, I have, I think, more nutritious food right here.
I said I already added the good berry to my dish.
Oh.
Jamna comes over to sit at the fire next to Vmok. She's kind of like wiping off her blade. Speaks up. Well, this is a very pleasant development.
You're a strange little woman.
You are a strange big man.
Yes.
Yes, I am. Snapchat kind of.
I'm not strange, and I'm not the biggest man where I come from.
You're not the biggest man.
Well, you're
No.
still pretty big.
I am average in my tribe.
Snapjaw kind of walks over, bound up.
I'll sit by
Finishing its meal.
Snapjaw.
Okay.
I just realized I didn't do the arrows. I will sit.
2d6.
Enoch is
Oh, yes, thank you.
Snapjaw to Yareva and Hawkeye. And Uthar.
He kind of just cocks his head and looks at the group. Kind of like shifty lizard eyes looking to and fro. All right.
Okay, I did it twice because the first time didn't show, so my laptop's just really
7,
slow.
you get both of your arrows back.
Yay!
Nice.
I like arrows.
Arrows are
I
good.
sure hope you do. It would be kind of bad if you don't like arrows as a ranger.
Jamna speaks up again. Well, it appears that we actually have a lead. I think it's safe to say that this trail we're following... Oh, what is going on?
It very easily could have gone cold. We might have just been searching up and down the river for the next few weeks.
Oh, yes, true, but I don't think that's the case. This is an obvious trail of sorts leading to this camp. These lizard folk use this for whatever reason to get underneath the, into the Karnath Roadhouse. Very neatly where all of the more precious supplies come, and if anybody had taken notice, there were marks on the floor in the dust where crates and barrels were taken out of the room, but they weren't taken out through the doorway. They had to have been going through the trapdoor, meaning that these lizard folk very possibly could be part of this whole cult operation. And this one just told us that this castle was its home, supposedly. I think if we just follow this lizard folk, it'll take us right to our destination.
Enoch has this really, like, crunked up look on his face, is like all scrunched up, like, huh? Look on his face.
The question is, are the lizard folk knowing in what they're participating in, or are they simply trying to survive?
They might have been pressed into service, but they are surely knowing. They are not stupid creatures.
Yeah, Jamna just kind of like dismisses that. I don't know. Don't speak their language. Begins eating some of the food.
Colt?
And I
I
did
would like
forget.
to do an insight check on Jamna on that.
I think we all do.
Go ahead.
Oh, I know nothing.
Jon Snow.
Hey. Really hard to get a read on her. Just like her manner of speaking and her body language, like it's really hard to see if she's telling the truth, if she's lying, if she's trying to deceive, if it's just kind of her personality. But Uthar knows with quite certainty that this was not a lie, not any sort of deception. He doesn't speak Draconic.
As Ireva finishes eating, she will approach the lizard folk, but not get right next to him. Just get closer and look at him and just put her hand on her chest. Ireva.
Okay.
He nods his head, does not shake his head, nods his head. Snapjaw. Snapjaw, help.
She say, "We will help, Snapjaw."
No, I think Snapjaw's saying he wants to help.
He kind of nods his shoulder to try and like smack you in the knee, Ireva. Snapjaw, help.
Smack me in the knee?
Yeah, because he's kneeling on the ground and up above. He's kind of like trying to smack you with his shoulder because he doesn't have his hands available. They're restrained.
Okay, Ireva will look down at her knee and look at Snapjaw, kind of confused. I say, help us? Help me?
Or help you.
He dips his head down in a big nod, like kind of like yes, you know. Snapjaw, help.
I think he wants to help us.
Well,
He's offering his assistance, Eureka.
and she'll nod and say, yes, we help Snapjaw. Snapjaw help us.
Help.
And she'll just nod.
Perhaps
Rest-
we should release his bonds and show some
But the
And she'll look at VMOC
Deprecation.
and she'll look at VMOC and nod and say, his injuries are too severe and for him to overtake us, even with a surprise attack. I do not sleep.
Well, he could slice all our throats in the evening, but I do not think he would.
We'll
I'm
keep
going
watch
to
as
unbind
always.
his hands.
We always have a guard. Perhaps our turn in guard can...
Ewok kind of sideways glances at Jamna and said, if someone wanted to kill us in the evening, it would have already happened.
So Ireva will approach and, kind of motion to Snapjaw for his hands and look around, look at each party member. Is anyone opposed to releasing him from his bonds?
Oh, I thought I already released him.
Yeah,
I'll cut my
Hawkeye
rope.
said
I'd like
she
it.
cut him.
Oh, just kidding then.
Oh, you cut my rope? Rude.
Here's the pieces back.
Snapjaw is now free and almost immediately like stands up. Not quick, but just like a natural movement, standing up like he's completely comfortable right now. Then he actually begins to walk over towards the lean-tos.
VMOC, would you be opposed to being next to the lizard folk for the night? Snapjaw.
No?
After a few
Is that-
moments, he comes back. He's holding stuff in his hands. When he gets closer to the firelight, he's holding all the dried lizards, and he kind of tosses them on the ground to you. Gives a low hiss, and then
He's
begins
presenting gifts.
mowing down on one himself.
I
Mad
think
Tin
he's
Rat,
offering food.
Mad Tin Rat gives a health pot. Snapjaw.
Ireva will pick one up and look at it and maybe try to attempt like a nibble just out of like understanding the show of generosity he is giving.
It's
But,
jerky. It's jerky.
Freddy will take it, pick it up, and make it taste like some of the best, like smoked, seasoned steak, like you can
I was gonna say,
imagine, and then just starts mowing down on it.
I was gonna say,
Freddy
Ireva literally takes a
do
nibble
that
and then
too?
kind of like shows it, like kind of puts it towards Freddy and just says, Freddy, if you don't mind.
Except for, oh, now you want my help.
Well, this isn't a pine cone, Freddy.
The minute
Ewok,
when you
We're
chew on
trying
it
to
for a
be
little
nice
bit, it just
here.
turns into poopy flavor.
No.
Ewok
trying to be
just
nice
takes
here.
it
Like, but
for eating.
between mouthfuls, I'll make it taste like let's see, what would she like? Blueberry jam. There we go. Stick with jams. Jams are good. Everybody likes jams.
And then the next nibble, her eyes light up. Thank you, Freddy.
May I have some help too?
When Snapjaw sees you taking his presented food, he gives a weird, like, hissing sound. It's not threatening, but it's something weird, and then his like neck kind of frills a little bit.
Like a happy hiss.
Yeah, yeah, a happy hiss, and then it his neck actually kind of like vibrates a little bit, and then he goes back down, eating his food.
Well, it seems he's delighted that we've accepted his offering of food.
And thanks to Freddy here, like I'm kind of delighted too.
Oh yeah, he's just mowing.
So it tastes like elderberry for Hawkeye, and like I finished mine, I'm like licking my fingers.
Mm.
Just wait until you see what lizard does to your digestive system.
See, I'm only eating one.
Yeah. All right, it is nighttime. As you have all eaten, say for certain you can benefit from a short rest.
Cool. I'm gonna
I would
roll his
say,
die.
let's say, so it's in the middle of autumn. It's a little cold at night. Say it's probably 10 o'clock at night right now.
Hawkeye's going to bed.
I will take first watch.
So I'm gonna go to the lean-to, but not over the fire. I'm gonna go around.
She just walks over.
And Jamna does not motion to go to sleep yet. It appears she kind of wants to stay up a little bit too. Vmok recovers 4 hit points.
Oh wait, before I go to bed, I'm going to, because I remembered that I put on the chalice. Just put so put this. I'm doing the healing spirit.
That would have
Oh, the chalice would have worn
expired.
off?
Yeah, it would have expired. Because I was saying right now it's 10 p.m. and
Oh yeah.
the light would have, or the fight was like 2-3 hours.
Oh, either way, I'll do healing spirit before I go to bed.
Okay.
Let's put it like right there.
Anyone that wishes to can go within the healing spirit to receive some heals.
What is this?
There is a
It
spirit
heals you, Vmok.
that appears in the space around nearby. See how many
Vmok would be kind of
times.
freaked out about this.
It helps you fight sooner, Vmok. Step into it briefly, and you will be stronger again.
So it can heal a total of 5 times.
So he's going to be like, someone stepping into a cold pond for the first time.
Did you cast?
Going into it?
Did you upcast that?
No, it's level 2 spell.
Oh,
I mean, I can.
Conjure animals is level 3. I was just wondering
Yeah.
spell slots. Total of 5 times. Vmok, you feel the soothing, cool energy. It doesn't make you cold, but it kind of like your muscles are sore. It soothes them.
So like the first time he does it, he dips his toe in and like steps into it, and then he's like, oh, well, this feels wonderful.
Recover 2 hit points.
Why do I picture him just immediately like going out and diving back in?
Exactly. That's what he would be. He would be like, oh,
Pushing everybody out of the way.
yes,
No, mine.
yes, get out of my way.
Mine. Another 4 points of health.
He's like running back and forth.
Vmok, you can say Hoard.
No, I still like you, Uthar, but she is my new best friend.
And Yureva's just watching with pure amusement.
Yes, he's like running back and forth as many times as he can.
All right.
I like this.
Jamna doesn't need anything.
Get out of my way, you little gnome. He would like
All right.
literally knock
One
her out
more
of the way.
heal. Right. Vmok, not quite up to full health, but still well within.
So if that's all he can do, then he will roll another hit.
Well, we're going to go to sleep, aren't we? Don't you get your hit die after that?
Yeah, he'll
You-
get him back.
You get half of your hit dice.
Yeah, he only rolled 2. So
Yep.
I mean, I
Vmok's
can do another one.
No. He's only down one point, so we're good.
Well, I mean, if we're sleeping, I get all my spell slots back. So
No, he's good. Good.
I'll say, do we actually care about Jamna though, for real?
Well,
Okay.
after finishing a long rest, you get your hit points.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
that's what I was just saying.
Right, with
Not the
nothing,
metagame. I mean, he'll be good.
with nothing else pressing,
Now Hawkeye
begin
sleeps.
sleep with Freddy taking first watch. Jamna across the way, keeping a little bit of cover. Freddy, please roll me a D4. Right, after 2 hours time, midnight has struck. Jamna steps up. Well, I'm gonna go off to bed, take one of those lean-tos. Walks away. Snapjaw had taken one of the lean-tos.
BMOC will get in the same one with Snapjaw.
Okay.
Uthar will get in the same one with BMOC.
Sleeping on the bunk beds together?
Oh, would you like to share?
Ireva would like to take the one that is like would put her closest to Snapjaw without being in the same lean-to necessarily.
Freddy is out by the fire by himself, and we'll say that's where you guys went to begin your rest. So after 2 hours, Jamna gets up, goes to the other. Freddy is out by the fire, the lights dwindling.
All right. I guess it's time to wake up the next person.
Who is next? Nobody else can talk because everybody's sleeping.
Yep.
Ready.
So it would be Hawkeye.
Okay.
First, I'm gonna go grab a few branches, a few sticks, fuel the fire just a little bit, and then go wake up Hawkeye.
When you come over, you just see her cuddling Renard.
Hawkeye. Hawkeye.
And then she'll pretend that she's sleeping, and then bats the air.
Oh, 5 more
No.
minutes.
It's your turn.
If you insist. I'm not happy about it though, but I will do it.
Hawkeye. Please roll
And
me a
then I'll
D4 as Freddy goes to sleep.
I'll have my hand out with the fire. I have dark vision, but just to make it look cool. Compared to a tap, if something shows up.
Right. 2 hours pass without anything happening. Perhaps this is a pretty well sensible position at night with the fire casting its shadow across the land. It's now 2 a.m. in the morning. Ireva, you have finished your long rest.
So Ireva will, come out of her trance and just walk out of the lean-to, probably just at the time that Hawkeye is preparing to go wake the next person up.
Oh, I want to wake you up.
I'm already awake.
Hawkeye, you go to transition the watch to notice that Ireva has finished her rest.
Well, I guess you're okay with watching then?
Absolutely. Did anything interesting happen in the night?
Not really.
Excellent.
And then
we'll
I'll go
pop
back
out.
to sleep.
Fire has dwindled down somewhat.
And Ireva will actually, like, not pay attention to the time for the remainder of the night. So if, like, someone else wakes up, they can join her, but she's also fine just remaining by the fire, keeping an eye for the remainder of the night while they sleep.
Okay. Reva, please roll me. Throughout your watch, you listen to the sounds of the nighttime creatures greeting you with their calls. Crickets, swamp flies, perhaps the occasional log floating across the water, the frogs. Nothing piques your danger sense. 2 more hours pass without anything interrupting sleep. You may wake somebody up, or you may continue your watch.
Ireva will kind of walk over and, you know, kind of check out the, like, Vimok and Uthar. But if they're dead to the world, then she honestly just kind of makes a decision to continue the watch on her own.
You walk over and everything seems quite well. Snapjaw is just like laying out on the ground, just passed out. Kind of, you stand and watch for a little bit. It's a little unsettling seeing a lizard folk sleeping. It is completely on the belly, the head kind of outstretched. The lizard folk seems to be stretched out on the ground. You can barely tell it's breathing, but it's very, very shallow. It's kind of hissing rather than snoring.
Hearing the hissing, she'll kind of listen a little bit closer to make sure that it's sleeping hissing and not like...
Oh yeah, it's sleeping hissing.
Okay.
Vimok was the dawn caller, one of the dawn callers for his tribe, so he will naturally wake up a little before dawn, if not waken before dawn, before that time.
Hey. So at about 6 a.m., after another 2 hours pass, unhindered, is right about close just before dawn. Fire dwindled down.
Ireva will, seeing this... Well, daylight's coming, right?
Yes, dawn is fast approaching.
All right, so Ireva will keep the fire going enough in case food wants to be cooked, but also keep it low enough that it can easily be put out or left for them to leave.
Okay. So as dawn is approaching, like clockwork, Vimok wakes up. His internal clock jolting him from his sleep.
Does Ireva hear him waking up?
You might hear a little bit of rustling.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of with a start.
So hearing the rustling and knowing it's dawn, she'll also go just gather some of the meat that still hasn't been cooked and kind of throw it over the fire for breakfast for her companions.
Okay.
He will,
We level 6 yet?
Nope.
Vimok will try to extricate himself from the lean-to without waking up Uthar and Snapjaw.
Wait a minute. Did you guys turn level 5? When we saw when you found the trapdoor? Hold up.
No, we didn't.
No, we turned level 5 a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Like a couple months ago.
Before Ondar died.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I might have missed a milestone.
Oh, so we should be level 6.
Maybe.
Well, we're not going to level without John.
Well, I don't even know what I would do for my level, to be fair.
Well, you probably get some spells
True.
and more HP.
I think at level 6 I actually get something too.
Like we were level 5, but like before we got to Waterdeep.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking you're supposed to be level 6 now, but find where it says you actually.
It was like 3 weeks ago. We're fighting. But while you look that up, as VMOC, is he like waking up and like approaching the fire now?
Yeah.
Okay, so as VMOC wakes up and okay, Ereva will look at him and say, "Good morning, VMOC. I started some meat over the fire. I thought you might enjoy that for breakfast. Feel free to finish the cooking however you prefer."
Yes. Breakfast is good. Yes.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I see where you guys reach level 6. Not yet.
Okay. You're fine.
I'm the one
I've got-
close, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like on top of VMOC,
It's
like level
all-
1.
Yuck.
He throws her off.
Nasty little gnome.
Right, Snapjaw wakes up at the dawn as well. Goes over to get some of the more of the dried meat, but smells the food being cooked. Walks over to kind of go right next to VMOC, looking between him and the food on the fire a little bit expectantly.
VMOC nods at Snapjaw and points at Ereva and then points at the food on the fire. Points at Ereva again and then motions to Snapjaw to get some.
He frills his neck again. Goes get some food and begins to eat. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a long rest for everyone.
Yay.
I'm still sleeping with Renard. Actually, Renard will hop out of the arms and then just run over to Ereva smelling food, I guess. Renard will be there.
Renard's like doing that thing where he's sniffing the air with the food, kind of like trying to sneak some of it.
Ereva will see him doing
Pause on
that
the
and
counter.
we'll kind of just toss a bit of meat to Renard.
Catches it in the air and goes freaking off to go eat it. Corner.
And then I'll wake up and I guess walk over.
And she'll say, and Ereva will, as she sees Hawkeye walk up, "I gave your Renard his breakfast, so worry not. He's around. He's just enjoying in peace."
Oh, thank you. I was wondering where he went. He is a little sneaky at sometimes.
Sneakers.
VMOC looks at Snapjaw and says, "We do not eat the fox."
Yes, thank you, VMOC. Or the bird. And then I point to Greg. Whoa, where did Ereva go? Rave's on top of Freddy now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
boy.
doing that thing.
Oh.
It's
That
doing
ain't
that
about
thing.
to happen.
Making a 3/4 elf, are we?
3/4 elf.
Oh God.
Welcome to the new subclass, 3/4 elf.
So I was looking at the forums, and apparently you need to run the, try running the game without any of your extension, and then load one of them and run it, see what happens, and then one by one, just process of elimination, see which one of them's doing it. So
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do.
yeah, just get somebody to join your game, and
Walk around a little bit.
yeah.
Well,
You
later
know.
this week, Jake and I will have lots of free time, so if we can help.
And I have nothing but free time, so If you need somebody to be a guinea pig, just let me know.
Right.
But anyway, back to the game. Just letting you know, I was checking out the forums because I figured somebody else had run into the problem, and that's the only way to do it is process of elimination.
Yep, that's what Drake told me. Drake knows a whole bunch about extensions, fantasy ground stuff, and that's what he said. You got to like do one by one, figure out which extension is doing.
Yeah. So when they run an update, it's sometimes certain extensions don't like the updates. So
I do see now that 2 extensions have updates.
Yep.
Figure it out.
We don't eat fox or bird.
Right.
Snapjaw just kind of cocks his head to the side. A lizard tail hanging out one end of his mouth. Just slurps it up and keeps going at it. You're not sure if he understood what you're saying.
So VMOC crouches down and he like draws a line in the ground, and he points at the river, and then he puts an X, and he points at the camp, at the fire, and then he like says castle, and he like shrugs.
VMAC, try home.
Yes. And he says home.
Snapjaw sees what you're doing, and while it's still eating, the lizard folk actually kind of like crouches down on the ground with both feet planted, knees in the air, like sumo squat, eating and tearing into the food. Kind of like bounces up, moves over into position to see what you're drawing on the ground. There's the X, and then he sees you point to the river and everything. Its head kind of darting back to kind of watch your movements and everything. And when you say home, shrugging and everything like that, Snapjaw takes its forearm and kind of wipes off its mouth of some of the blood and stuff trickling down. And then he also points down at X. He points at the X and then points at the fire, and then looks at you.
VMOC signals yes. He points at the fire and he points at the X, and then he, redraws the river again and points to the creek or river or whatever out there, and then he goes home and he points at Snapjaw again and shrugs.
And Snapjaw seems to kind of catch on, and then he repositions himself down, and then points to the river, points to the line you drew, points to the fire, points to the X you drew, and then points due north, like off in the distance. Home. Jakes nods his head up and down. Home.
VMOC points to the rudimentary map that he drew and queries again with the universal shrug. Snapjaw looks back down at the map, cocks his head, still with one hand pointing up. He actually looks down at the map, looks at you, and then takes his claw and up a ways, kind of makes another mark off the river. That's what VMOC's wanting him to do, yeah. Yep, off the river. Close by the river, far north. You're not sure if he is like doing it to scale, but it seems like he's trying to say that like it's close by the river. Yeah, is it a fair distance from where we are, rough gauge, or? It's a fair distance, yes. Okay. VMOC holds up like his hand and goes, like he like motions to the sun, and then like motions across the sky, and then holds up 5 fingers.
No, Freddy will walk on up a little bit, hold out his hand, and in his hand you see a perfect image of was it 7 of us? 6 of us?
Ooh.
In canoes rowing up the river, and the sun is like arcing overhead, and like it keeps rewinding like back after a couple of days, and I'm pointing to him to like with my other hand say like stop like when we reach, and I point at the X that he drew home.
When you come at this image, Snapjaw turns to see you coming, sees the image, and quickly it's taken aback a little bit, kind of sitting back on its haunches, and now you can see the frills on its back are kind of standing up, and it's not moving, just looking directly at you, Freddy. Its eyes going from you, the image, to you, to the image.
I close it like when I make a fist out of my hand that has the image, canceling it, and then I recast it and open it up again, and then close it again, open it up again, and I wave my hand through it, like in my, the image just like passes through my hand, no problem.
Snapjaw slowly moves again, kind of walks up, passes its own hand through the image, and then jerks its hand back, and then goes back up, passes it through, and he seems to be kind of back off edge, suddenly gaining understanding, looking at the image, seeing it perfectly representing everybody around, and then it slowly nods its head and looks back to the rudimentary map that VMAC was drawing on the ground, nodding its head.
So then I started back from us taking off from the shore, and I start arcing the time like overhead, dawn, midday, dusk, and then it like shows like starting again, dawn, midday, dusk. And I look at him expectantly, and I'm still pointing like at the X that he drew.
I just want to double check exactly how many days travel. Okay. Snapjaw kind of seems to understand what you're trying to do with the sun as it's quickly going overhead. Snapjaw kind of tries to grab at the sun, but then remembers like his hand passes through, and then looks around, looks back to VMAC, looks back at you, Freddy, and holds up one finger.
Seems like it's one day.
Nobody's moving these tokens, are you?
Nope. Every time I try to select mine, it jumps underneath me.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm wondering what's going on there. Okay. Yeah. Holds up one finger.
I hold up the moon like at night, and I go one, and then I point at the moon, and then I close it again, and I hold up the sun, and I again point one, and I point at the sun, and I like give him like a cockeyed look, like which one is it?
He seems to hold up the one finger for the sun.
Okay. And it seems like it's only one day's travel.
Should we have Snapjaw lead the way? Like, no offense to Uthar and his boat skills, but I think this guy knows where we're going.
Well, Uthar can handle the boat just fine, I'm sure. But as far as navigating the river goes, I think we have no experience on this river, and this guy seems to have nearly a lifetime of experience on this river.
Well, he would be the local guide, yes. I mean, there's nothing like Uthar would say. There's, every port has its own captain. The pilots that know the channels and know the currents. And, we would not challenge them, yes.
At the mention of like going on a boat, Uthar's like, yes, I was pirate, and he goes on a tirade of like how he used to do all this stuff on the ship, and he knows all this stuff about boats and everything. yes,
right.
I pirate. I can do the boat.
Well, we're burning daylight. let's get going. Put my backpack back on my back, and I start walking towards the canoes.
Right, Snapjaw kind of looks around to everybody, sees the body language that nobody's like on edge or anything, so he kind of goes back into his comfortable demeanor, follows quickly after Freddy, jumping into the boats beside him.
And as they walk off, Ireva will follow as well.
Yep.
Everybody goes in the boat, and this where we will end today's session.
For once, that's a good ending spot. I'm just kidding.
Yes, it is a good ending spot.
Yeah,
It's a good ending spot.
That was a very satisfying session.
Yeah, I liked that. Really liked that. I like Snapjaw. All right, guys.
Yeah, when I level up, if I could get language, I'm picking Draconic.
You can
You don't learn more languages, but you can learn a spell that is comprehend languages.
Yep. You can learn a spell, or you
yeah.
can also pick up feats that get you languages.
You
But I
can
don't
learn a
know.
language. It just takes a while to learn a language.
That's true. Yeah, you would have to spend like down days. I'll
Downtime
look at it.
activity.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
In game time.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for showing up. This was a good session. I'm hoping that we can get everybody next. I don't know about next Monday. So I am on vacation from the 28th until July 3rd. So all next week I'll be on vacation. I'm gonna talk with my girlfriend just to see if she's okay with me playing. Otherwise, we might have to take another week off. I'll let you guys know in the Discord as soon as I can figure that out.
Would she be okay with us, like, and if it works for everybody, doing like Sunday morning?
Yeah, that's a thought too. So we'll try to figure something out. As long as it works. As long as it works for everybody.
Yeah,
I think
4th of
she's
July.
talking. I think she's talking about Sunday morning, the 27th.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care. I'm not doing anything. I'm free whenever.
Retirement's
whatever.
good,
I
huh?
work the weekends, so.
Retirement's
I mean-
good, huh?
Yeah, it's great. What the fuck are you talking about? Good. It's fucking great.
Well, I say once you figure out what times work for you, Ryan, just throw a bunch of them in Discord, and we'll have to vote.
Both
Okay.
thumbs up.
Yep, sounds good. All right, thank you guys. Great
Awesome
session. We will
session.
join again next time, and I'll finish journal entries and do all that stuff. I'll definitely work on that through the week. But yeah, hopefully something works for everybody. I'll see you guys next time, where we will join together on the canoes traveling forward to Castle Neritar. We might finally see its walls.
Booyah.
Let's do it.
Have a great week, everyone.
Have a
Yep,
great
yep.
week.
Safe travel.
Take care.
There we go. Session 2, Part 6, Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Very good session. I am very, very satisfied with that. That felt great. I hope you guys out there enjoyed it as well. Remember to toss me a follow and a subscribe if you feel like it. Getting a subscriber goal of 15 subscribers, hopefully. We are all the way up to 6, which is very exciting. At 15 subscribers, I will be unlocking loot tables for my encounters. So if you don't know what encounters are, that is a one-shot condensed format for epic level, or not epic level, but epic in its proportion of like mechanics and strategy and everything like that. Boss fights that I have quite a few people in my Discord playing. It's been fun developing that slowly over time, getting it exactly where I want to be. It's been a whole lot of fun. So at 15 subscribers, loot tables will unlock. So at the end of every encounter, based on a rating system that I am developing, people will be awarded points. Depending on how many points they roll on a table to see what type of magical loot they get. And at level 3, you do have the chance of getting rare magical items. So pretty exciting stuff there. Hopefully we can get that goal and unlock that. And there are more goals for the community on there. So check out the Discord and you know, chat with me to see what's going on with this. I have these 2 campaigns. We play this one, Hoard of the Dragon Queen, on Mondays. To be determined when we play next, but I did play my 4th edition campaign just last night. We play every other Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. 4th edition. We just pretty much wrapped up the last adventure for that last night, playing in the boss fight. A very grueling battle. That was tough for them, and they definitely earned their victory. Check out my Twitter, check out my YouTube. Got a whole lot of stuff going on, not a whole lot of time to get it done, but I am staying at it. I am keeping at it, getting all this stuff. I hope you guys enjoy watching. I definitely enjoy having you here. I enjoy playing these games with these people, having you all join my Discord and everything, and I look forward to next time. But for now, the last call has been sounded, and everybody is lining up at the bar for the final salute. Thank you, and I will see you next time. This has been the Tavern League.